How big is our universe? How much space is outside of our universe? Have we ever been outside our universe? Although being within the universe? Is the universe a stable space? Or is it a state of being stable because it has spirit connect? We are connected to pass around the sun. We are connected in the core to turn the 360-degree day. But does the world ever move any other way? It shifts and it sways. But it constantly is going another way. Therefore, we're inside a larger ring that keeps us from going anywhere else. It's like Saturn. Saturn is the sixth planet. Man is supposed to be number 6. Therefore, heaven would be number 6. But if you flip heaven on top of us, okay, you have 2 6s. When you take digital 6s and put them on top, you now have an 8. So therefore, we are in our own heaven right now. We are in a connection of the 2 heavens. Now, how can you connect to a heaven being in this universe? Well, you have to understand the simplicities and the difficulties that we will have. Unless you're turning by the core, you can't go anywhere else. Therefore, whatever is connected to the core may turn around the core, but the core always remains stable. Therefore, being in this universe, we are stable to the core. Therefore, we have a direct contact or tube that goes straight from us to the core. But, okay, we are planet 3. So being 3 planet, third planet, man 6, okay, what has to happen, okay, this 6 has to go to 3. If you can look on your keyboard or on a telephone pad, 6 has to go to 3. Now, how does 6 go to 3 when 6 is already on 3? Well, the core position of the Earth and the core position of who we are in 2 different places. Although we're in the same place at the same time, we do have 6 and 3, which is the 9 birth. We went from the 9 birth, okay, over into the 5 position, to switch into the 3 position, which is a core position that also doesn't move it, and everything turns around it, okay? But then again, we're wrong, because there's so many possibilities. We have to stay in 6. We have the transfer of the spirit, which is 2 and 3. So the 3 can take it, because you have to understand that a human being, if we're 6, our angel connect has to be a 5. That would make 11. That would make 10 in the perfect world. We need 1 extra connect to come into that world, so we get 11. So it's the female, 2 and 3, 2 beta, 3 of creation. Okay? So we go over to the 3, then we go into the 5, and the message is sent. Okay? Now, 6 can turn around 5 all the time without being disturbed or moved, okay, because of the core position. So therefore, you have like weights. You got a circle on this end, a circle on this end. I don't have any paper, eh? Anyways, it's like weights. So that circle part of the 8 is here, and the other circle part of the 8 is here, and in between, we have that connect, okay? So now, this is what I want to tell you. So now, are we the only ones? Well, what's the letter 1? What shape is it? What does it mean to be a 1? You see, if you're not a 1, you could be a little line like this, or a jagged line. So if you're a jagged line, you're a Z. If you're a snake line, you're an S. If you're a sea line, you're a sea lion. Sea lion? The animal, a sea lion. Maybe that's where it came from, the name. God didn't leave anything out. 26 letters, put all the combinations together of the 26 letters, add in the numbers, the dashes, the dots, and anything else you can add in, and you got the combination of worlds we have, because God put it right on our keyboard. I'll give you it out in a simple fashion, okay? I'm going to get away from the world for a second, but this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to get to right now, okay? You see, everything's got to be perfect. So a cube, is that perfect? In a ways, yes, it is. Is round more square than a square? A square has balanced sides, okay? You see each side, you put each one together, you got a square. So therefore, You got the 1 dot, the 5 on your keyboard or on your telephone. You have the 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put that on 3 levels. You've got 27. Now you've got a square. 27 times 9 is 180 and 56 is 236. Now you have beta, creation of man. That's what the square comes out to. Did I make up? I've been using these same letters and numbers ever since I started about a year ago. Okay, I lied. 9 months ago. I lied again. I used them from whenever I did. When I went to the store and it cost me $2.29, I know it was life for a birth. A life for a birth? $2.29? Is that what it means? It means they make a death for one birth. But 922 means a birth of life. And 292 means beta life birth. It means beta life had a birth, but she didn't say whether it was a boy or a girl. Okay? So anyways, now what we're going to do, okay, is we have to box that cube in. Now, do we box it in with one wall or again 3 separate walls? So now we have to put a cube here, here, here. We have to go around it. It was 3 before, now it's 5 by 4 by 4 by 4. That's the size. Now, God has to make it all 9s. He's got to go Trinity again around the 3 that we first had, and then the 5 we had. Now we have to go to the 7 and go 3 rows. Now that we did that cube and went all the way around, now we have to go to the 9s. Hey, what happened to 2, 4, 6, 8? Hey, when you're in the pole position, you know, you don't move, right? Those are positions. They're different pole positions. The way that worlds can turn around each other and go through each other. Otherwise, there's no passage. If there's no passage, we can't get out of our own space in our universe. Even if our universe is traveling, you can't travel into empty space because the constant of the empty space is not. It's not constant. That's why. I mean, do you understand what I mean, constant? Go with the flow. If you don't go with the flow, okay, you're going to be erratic. Flow, F-L-O-W. Or how about wolf? Volkswagen, wolf. Volkswagen, B for life, W for the creation of man. The fox is the man in the O world of the X-Man. Every letter, every word, every name, every car, every feather, every dot, anything you see, anything you touch means something because, oh my God, I saw it before. Oh, look, I dropped it on the floor, but what was beside it was something, an image that you saw that you never saw before, that you took notice of. To take the notice, to get the notice. Sometimes we don't want to have the notice given to us, but guess what? The notice, if you don't notice, it's still there. And if you don't start noticing the good and the bad, you're not going to feel good. So understanding the way the logic works of the whole entire, not space, not just first of all, start in your own home, because it's your home that is like your house, that is your children that will be brought up into their own house and homes that will grow. And that's the way God grew the universe, the same way He grew His house. He only has one child because he's in the diamond family. He can go north, south, east, and west. And we all know there's a stoppage at the north, east, south, and west for a very good reason. Because you can't connect to the core if you go there. Okay, you understand what I mean? There's a central core and there's a... Anyways. So anyways, he uses his house as the transfer house. So he has children in his house and he transfers us. So he keeps number 2 beta, which is himself, the female queen of the diamond club, which is the diamond suit. And then he keeps the angels 4, which are the angels in heaven, which is the 1 and 3 spirit creation. Otherwise than that, all women, okay, all women go up for pregnancy. So there's a 2 and 3 creation all the time. So in his house, he has 9, 4, and 5. 2, 4, and 5. 2, 4, and 5, plus he's 1, okay? 2, 4, and 5 is 11, plus the God he is the 1 is 12. Now we've got the 12 cards in the deck, the 12 months in the year, the 12 eggs in the tray. Although there's 13, God plays 2 roles. He's the scientific Madame Beta, okay? Not Ellen or Rigby. Ellen or Rigby? Was it Ellen or Rigby? Anyways, so God stands in his own house all alone. He's got the 2, He's got the 1, 2 with the 4 and 5, and in his suit there are 13. You figure out we're still missing one? Don't worry, we're missing the one that's created between all of them, the 10. The 10 is a combination, okay, so we don't count the 10, and that's why in Baccarat they don't count the 10. We have a total of 81. How do we get 81? 9 times 9 on the first level that I told you on your telephone keypad, okay, is one side of the world, of this universe, or of your house, or of this heaven, okay? That's the way it works. 9 by 9 is 81. We got 9 planets. Where does the rest come from? Later to explain. I'm into heavy work right now. Okay, so what happens now is we went, this cube, we cubed the cube, okay, with 5. We cubed that 5. In order to cube that cube with 5, you have to go 3. Then you're at 5 first section. You're at 7 second section. Then you're at 9. So in all actuality, we're squared off by another cube, 2 cubes. Although there's more than 2 cubes, it's in all actuality, if I took my whole set, my first cube, and put it as 1 whole cube, the 27 cubes is 1, we count that as 1. So we can count space better, otherwise we're going to come into numbers that are big. Okay, so we count that cube, then we count the cubes around, then we have to close it all in with the security. Now the question is, does that get cubed off? Because if it does, we go from 9 to 11, okay, for the next set of cubes, to 13, to 15. And then we stop. And therefore, if you go to roulette table, you have to stop. Because the next black number, okay, after the 11 and 13 odd numbers, okay, remember the odd numbers? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. The next set of numbers in roulette, okay, I wish I had it on me, is the center number 17 and 20. Well, 17 and 20 is the Spirit of God. So that doesn't get included because that's himself inside the house. Then you have 20, which is in the center, right next to 17. They connect. How many letters connect on the board that are black? The letters that connect that are black are in the center because of the birth creation, is the 8 and the 11. And that's heaven of the Spirit, man, and angel. 5 and 6, and the 6 and 2. We're connected man to the heavens. We got connected to the heavens. So now surrounding that, okay, I'm getting off track. I'm going to go back to the scene. So now you take out these cubes and you do these cubes again up to 15. 15 is Trinity, the egg, the O, the 15th letter in the alphabet. Where did we get letter 15? Can it be because when the farmer picked up the eggs, he put them into a tray that held 30? Go down to any farm right now, the tray holds 30. But why 30 when there's 15? A woman has 2 eggs. 15 and 15 is 30. So anyways, the 1 egg is 15. That's why the world stops at 15. The 13 is the Spirit going into the creation of the egg. God's Spirit into the creation of the egg, 3. Okay? So now we know the whole roulette table up to that. I mean, we already know 2, 4, 6, and 8 because 1 is beta, the 4 is the angel that God holds in his suit until they're ready for production. And then anyways, in the red section in the roulette, okay, we now have 14 center, which means production, okay. Then we have on the side 16 and 18, 19, 21, and 23. It makes a hexagon. A hexagon, a bee's next, life, production of life. And all these numbers are red. They're not black. Black is stable in the heaven. There's no spirit connected, can't create a baby because of its color. Well, I'm not going against anybody for its color, but black is in. Okay, Back in Black, Black Sabbath, all the musicians, they all sing songs telling us stories about the truth of the universe. Anyways, we're running out of time. I'm going to get back to the squares now. Now we have to calculate all these squares that we have, and now we can calculate how many squares it took up on my paper. I write down the amount. I fill in the inside that I didn't fill inside, and that has to be multiplied by the scale on what they have in our universe. Multiplied by 21 times. Why 21? Because of the space between us. Do you remember the song? We need a hand space between us for the Spirit to connect. If it's too long, they don't connect. You need that space between us. Now, you do the whole linear route, and you get total space of God.